Morning team, expanding team, growing team. This is the second weights video that I've done. I'm sticking with the 20 minutes of exercise blast because I think that works great. I'm also going to record a deep stretch afterwards as a separate video so that you can add that to any of the videos. And I'm going to do an advanced headstand workshop, little mini advanced headstand workshop as well. So lots going on this morning. Let's get going on this video though with our weights. So if you haven't done the weights one before, some of you are saying to me you don't have weights at home. Yeah, I get that. And it's hard to get stuff delivered at the moment, but you can easily use water bottles, filling them with sand or soil, whatever you've got, or water if you haven't got that. They can make really great weights. So try that, and if you have got weights, then brilliant. I'm using about 3 kilo weight for these, but you can use heavier or lighter than me, totally up to you. Make it harder or a little bit easier, totally up to you. This format is going to be a Tabata format. So once we've done the warm-up, which is going to be 4 different exercises for 1 minute each, we're going to do a Tabata format, which means that we will do 20 seconds on the exercise followed by a 10 seconds rest. Now the 20 seconds of the first exercise will be followed by a second exercise. This is called a double Tabata, where you do 2 exercises in your Tabata format. 4 minutes it takes us to do the whole block. So that means 8 repetitions, 4 repetitions of each exercise. So you don't get bored. You don't get bored, you'll be moving on all the time, and once you get going you really can repeat and push. Some of the exercises, some of the blocks will only be with 1 weight, and we'll be holding it like this. Others will be with 2 weights. But let's get going anyway. You know I like to push these videos on. I will show options as I go and quickly show you what's going to happen. You will always get a 1 minute rest after you've done the 4 minute Tabata. So that's your time to take the break. That's your time to take a drink. I show you the next block, and then we push on. When you're doing Tabatas, the really important point is that you do push on. So you do get the technique. That's so important that you get the technique, particularly with weights. But then once you've got it, you smash it. You go straight into it, and you'll see that. And we'll try and get some speed going in these big compound movements. I'm trying to get 20 minutes for you with as many muscle groups as possible. So you are blasting your body in this 20 minutes. But that's enough of me talking. Let's get going. 1 minute on each exercise for the warm-up, 4 exercises, and then we're ready. I'll show you the exercise for Tabata and we're ready to go. Okay. So standing back, bring your feet to hip width, turn them out slightly, take your arms overhead. Let's squat. Don't start too deep, and we're going to lift the right knee out to the diagonal. Squat and lift. Yeah, squat and lift. So if you need to go a little bit lighter, if you've got a tight spine here, you've woken up and it's a little bit stiff, or you've been doing some of my videos and it's all a little bit stiff, take your time. Make sure this knee's going out on the diagonal. I want you to get that hip position turned out slightly. So if you feel that you could go deeper, then do that. Go a little bit deeper when you feel ready to squat. You might be going slower than me. Make sure those toes are turned out slightly, and then you can get those hips to open up. Arms above the head and wide. Try not to pull them together. Relax your shoulders here so the shoulder blades are pulled down. Yes. 5 seconds. And we're going to go for a simple forward lunge and twist. Get that out of the way. Right leg forward. Give me a twist to the right. Simple. Left. Twist. So when I'm stepping forwards, making sure that I'm stepping far enough that my front knee will stay over my ankle. So not stepping forwards and leaning, guys, although we will be doing that later. This one, make sure your spine is straight. Chest up, front knee over front ankle. I think it's a bit like a soldier. Everything's straight, strong. You're not leaning or curving. Yeah. Good. Next exercise is going to be an inchworm. Yeah, well, we wake up our hamstrings through into plank with a little bit of a movement in the plank. All this to purposefully warm up the right areas for you. Good. Okay, moving on. So inchworm, let's go down through the spine, curving it, giving it a nice chance to wake up. Forward to plank. Give me 2 punches. Yeah. And then walk back. Bend your knees, curl up through the spine, back to the top. Curve. So like the Pilates, roll down here. Yeah, gives you a chance to make the spine move separately and wake up each vertebra. So I'm rounding my shoulders to go down there, stretching my hamstrings. You can bend your knees more than me. If you need to, you could be right here. You can even put your knees on the floor. If it gets too much, you can drop your knees down and do the punch in that position, the ski slope position, I call it. Good. And then round. And we're going to do the opposite after this. Here we go. Get up. Lie down. Make this a lot easier, guys. Turn onto one side. Bend your knee. Stand up and stretch. Tuck down. Roll back. Let's go the other way. Tuck the knee under. Stand up. Yeah, not too challenging yet. Tuck the knee under. Stand up. Back down. You can go down like this if that helps you. Yeah. Tuck under. Stand up. Woo, she says. Wobbly, wobbly. If you think you can come up with just your hand like that and that would make more sense to you, then do that. So you can imagine we've got get-ups later. All of those of you who know me are like, yeah, we love a get-up. We love a get-up. So I'm going a little bit deeper now. I'm using one hand to push me up. Yeah, nearly there. Finish this one. Good. Quick, take a quick sip and get ready to get your weight. So remember, 20 seconds on the exercise, 10 seconds rest. Just readjust from my minutes and then, press the wrong button there. Down to 10 seconds. So 2 exercises in the first block, 2 exercises in every block, 8 times. Okay, grab your weights. We're going to start with the wood chopper. Sorry guys, 1 weight to start with. First one only has 1 weight. So we're here. So the first exercise is going to be a wood chopper. I'm going to take my feet a little bit wider than we did in that warm-up. Yep. And then what I'm going to do is bend towards this side, push and I'm lifting my heel. Bend, push and lift the heel. Bend, so it is a wide squat. It is a wide squat here. Sorry, the first one I did there wasn't right. This is a wide squat, yeah, and lift the heel. Drop and lift the heel. So your wood chopper will do one side, and then on the second round, we'll do the other side. And then we're gonna do the overhead squat that we did in the warm-up. Sitting back and pushing in. You ready to go? Okay, wood chopper, let's all go to the right. 3, 2, 1, here we go. So, squat and lift. Squat and lift. Feet a little bit wider than before. Key is to really lift the heel. Now I'm already going to start to get faster because this is Tabata. Good, stop. You don't have long. We're going to go to the second exercise. You can bring your feet a little bit narrower, turn your toes out, try and take your shoulders back a little bit. Chest up and go. Squat. So have a look at this in the side. I'm going to try to keep my body pretty straight. I'm not perfect at anything, but pretty straight. Yeah? Good. And the shoulders back. Yeah, take that rest. So now let's change to the left. I'm gonna go down towards the left foot. Widen your stance, drop into your low squat. Go. Drop in, lift the left heel. Drop in, lift the left heel. Cross the body. Now what this does is it gives you a core workout as well. So we get the abdominals, the back muscles, and because we're crossing the body, the obliques. So we hit the obliques as well there, right into your waistline. Readjust, arms up, shoulders over, and go. Doesn't have to be fast, this. If you feel like you'd rather take your time and stop halfway, that's great. Now watch out for your knees. What I see happen in a lot of people with this is the knees go forward. I want you to think about sitting back, really back into the heels. Good. So we're going to touch right foot, widen your stance. We're halfway already. Yeah? Let's go. Squat, push. Some of you might be going now at this speed. Come on. We can now lift it. We've got the technique. We know what we're doing. We can lift the energy. We can push this Tabata or Tabata format. Yeah, the British accent is a little bit different. We're going for the Tabata version. You can go for the Tabata. Bring your feet in. Hands up. Go. Squat. Lift. Squat. Lift. Squat. Lift. So see how I'm not pushing my knees forward at all. I'm sitting back in my heels to let the butt drop, trying to keep the arms up. Another great workout for core stabilization. Don't always only do abs when you're lying down. You got to remember that. Okay, over to the left. Go. Push. We're on the fast. So you might have 2 sets of weights at home and you would like to use a heavier weight for these. Then next time you do the video, you can swap it up. Some of the exercises could take a heavier weight. Yeah, so it's always good to be able to do that. Maybe stand back a bit. Okay, go. So, we're lifting the heart rate. I'm talking as well, but I'm sure that your heart rate is lifted and we're right on the last one. So come on. Struggle to get back up. Well done. First one done. Take your minute's rest. Grab a drink. Let me show you the next exercises. So, burpees, burpees, smile, la sonrisa, smile, and then some deadlift. Okay, so we're gonna place the hands, the weight, in a narrow position because we're gonna do a burpee with a tricep press up. So let me show you how this is gonna look. Down, walk or jump back. I will show both levels. Jump back, knees down and knees up, tricep press up, back. Now listen, we're gonna come to half squat here. Back, down, tricep, half squat. So the squats that we've already done, which have warmed you up fully, you're now gonna use them. So we're not gonna come to stand the whole time. We're gonna stop in the half squat every single time. Okay, so you've got the tricep press up and then with the half squat. Deadlift, soft knees, stiff leg deadlift. Stiff leg to about your shins. Stiff back, shoulders back, out of the way, stand up, front raise. So, over it goes, no curves, everything straight, sticking your bum out. There's a slight bend at the knees, but it's called a stiff leg deadlift. Back up and here. So you don't lock your knees, but you're also not bending them much. Okay, are you ready? Second Tabata, we fly through. So, 3, you can start and squat if you want because that's where you're gonna get to. 2, 1, go. So on this, there's a little sort of a mini curl involved, and I'm gonna show you an advanced option if you wish. So if you want to, how about you add a little extension there? It's up to you. I'll show the lower level on the next one. Get ready for stiff leg deadlift. I'll do this on the side. Feet hip width. Over it goes, out in front. Hip width feet, facing forwards, no wider. Good. Okay. Coming back. do our little squat, burpee. You choose. I'll show the walking option now. Hands down, walk back, knees down, ski slope position, not back here, ski slope. Elbows in, chin forward, that's the way you do a tricep press up. Walk in and curl. Don't add on the extension for the lower level. Yeah, level 1 options are always there for you. Some of you are really starting to get fit in this isolation, so that's good. You can use it. Stiff leg deadlift. Soften the knees slightly. Ready? Go. Shins and lift. So advanced people, definitely you could have heavier weights on this than I've got, yeah? Definitely. That's the good thing about these videos and these short and sweet videos. You just make them harder with heavier weights if you can manage it. You can make them super hard then. You just got to keep up with the time. Burpee. Here we go. So, those of you who are on advanced, here would be your speed. You would not be doing things slow because you've got the technique and you know what's going on. So push. Good. Yeah? Make it fast, make it lift your heart rate. Then we get some big fat burn as well. We turn this way this time. Go. So you should be feeling a nice hamstring extension there, activation. What you can do is press into the balls of your feet. Really press in. Yeah, helps you to get a little bit more activation going on, a little bit more of the butt push back. Flying through these. I'm adding on the advanced. You guys on level 1, you stay happy there. Yeah, for everybody. Walking, jumping, hitting it hard. You choose. You choose. And go on. See how I'm not taking my hands any higher than shoulder height. And there's a softness at the elbows. That's the last one. Yeah. Leaning on the balls of my feet. Finish it. Great. Well done. Okay, let me get a quick step. I'm back with you. You take 2. Lunges. So we got 2 more Tabatas to go. It's getting hot in this garden. It is getting hotter. I need to get up at 6 soon and do your videos, don't I? And go back to bed. That's never going to happen. Anyway, so we've got a reverse lunge on the second exercise. We've got a long, what I call a long lunge. I'm going to show this to you so you can see on the side profile what happens, and we add things into it. Now the long lunge is a much bigger step. Step forwards, my back leg is nearly straight, but it's got a slight bend for safety. I'm going to climb over and lie down, although you're not getting a rest, on this front thigh. I'm going to pick up a row and pick up a fly. Then I'm going to push off the front leg. Now it really gets a great butt workout. So have a look. But super important that when you step forward, you step far enough, because if you don't, look what happens to the knee. So you must take a really big step and then hit the weights, push. Okay, so take your big steps. So you got a row and a fly when we're doing those. The second one is very simple and you can speed it up. Curl, curl. So balancing and using the hammer curl. If you'd rather do the supinated grip because you're kicking it up that way, that's fine. You can choose. I'll show both. And nobody's jumping, everybody's doing this at a lower impact level. Let's do it. Long lunges. I'll do sideways and then I'll turn and face you. Are you ready? Stand tall. Make sure you take a big step. And it's one row and one lunge with your chest over your thigh. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Long lunge. Row, elbows in. Wide. I'm not straightening my arms, but I am taking my arms out to the side in line with my shoulders. Yep. So we're not doing this. Watch. It's not going behind you. Yep. It's a side position with that fly. Side position. So reverse lunge curl. Let me do this way. Back. Curl, hammer. So you can get some speed, guys. And if you wish, take this up an degree. Usually it's a little bit harder with your palms turned upwards like this, and it gets different blast to the bicep. Woo. Let me do the lunges forward. Starting with my right leg. Go. Boom. Boom. Yes. So when I roll, squeeze the shoulder blades, fly out for the shoulders. Squeeze. In line with your shoulders, with your hands here. In line, yeah? You got it. Lean. I know you've got it. I know I can't see you, but I know you've got it. Reverse lunge. So again, heart rate should be lifting because we're pushing it. Boom. Now when you step back on this one, 90-90 or near enough. Near enough. It's not set in stone, but make sure you land on your toes, guys. You're not landing with your foot turned out or your knee turned out. Land on your toes so that that knee goes to 90 degrees or slightly back. Long lunge. Trying to give you as many viewpoints as you can so you get it technically accurate, which is so important to me all these years. It's all about getting it right and feeling it working in the right muscle areas. Doesn't mean that it can't be a little bit off your styly, but generally we're trying to work specific muscle groups, so we try and aim for that. Okay, reverse lunge. Let me do this one. Go. Boom. Boom. So again, heavier weights, I definitely think that you advanced team could do heavy weights on this one, on this workout today. Definitely. Boom. And those beginners, so you just start with the lighter ones. So we got one more set. Go. Yeah. 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 I can feel that hamstring. Yeah, that push off is tremendous for the butt. This long lunge just really hits the legs a bit more than the other lunge. Eating my hair. Let me do it this way. So see on my back knee, bending at 90 or slightly back, that's okay. But as long as it's not too close, because then you'll get that happening. Step back and push it, push it, push it. Great. Another one bites the dust. Ba, ba, ba. Another one bites the dust. One more. Core. Ready for core? Do you remember the get-ups? Had you forgotten? Get-ups. One weight needed. So you can pull that other one out of the way. I'm going matless today. I've got a lovely carpet already, haven't I? Quick drink and I'm on. So we're going to be starting on the floor with your one weight. Okay, so the get up has many formats. We're just going to do the get up with the weight, which helps to pull us up. But I will, of course, show you all the levels. Yeah, but if you can, what I want you to do, to try, is take your arms overhead and stand up. Yeah, some of you might want to do that with your knees together because you can't get up otherwise. Some of you might splay a bit. It's all right. It's not the end of the world. The key is to getting up. Yeah, the key is to getting up. What I'd like you not to do is roll. So take above your head, reach, stand up and push. Above your head, reach, stand up and push. If you really can't get up at all, that's all right. Put it in one hand. Put it in one hand. Take it, you'll have to change hands each time. Take it above your head and then stand up and push with one hand, okay? If you can't manage with both, do it with one. At least you're doing it and you really are working the core at your level anyway, so it's all relative. Second exercise, double extension, so it's similar, but now we've got the feet off the floor and we're not coming all the way up. Crunch. Overhead, crunch. Now, for those of you with back issues, take your legs higher. I'm just going to do this because I'm going to show you all the levels while we're there. Starting with the get up. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Lie down flat. I know you've already done it. Yeah. So I'm pulling my heels into my butt sharply, which helps me to extend my reach and carry me on up. Take your one hand, or try with both, and if you need to go to one hand, it's great. It's great, you're still working hard. Sorry, let's go to the next one. Double extension. So legs out, up to the diagonal, pulling. Now I want you to breathe out. So working the triceps here on the extension of the arm overhead, arms overhead. We're getting a nice little workout in the triceps as well as the core, of course. Now back to the get up. Go. Breathing out on this standing, yeah. Getting that exertion breath. Okay, double extension. There's also another option. Anyone with back issues? You could do a one leg with your head on the floor. Also works for people whose necks tend to hurt a lot when they lift head off the floor. Do the one leg. This could be great for you. Working particularly well into the transversus abdominis. You Pilates people know all about that. Yeah, the lower abs. So that band beneath your tummy button. We're back to get-ups. I love them. I love get-ups. And it took me a long time because I never used to be able to get up with my feet like this. I didn't. I gained strength in my legs and I gained flexibility in my hips. That was what really, really helped me on that one. Okay, tummy in tight. So, breath in, breath out. There is an advanced level. You could come all the way up. Yeah, you could come all the way up and hover. That could be an option. There's always another level in my head. Breathing. Like you're being punched in the stomach there, and it really contracts, zips everything in tight, which is what we want. I think we've only got 2. Yes, we have. Back to the get-ups. So, how many? 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 6. There's your challenge next time you do the video. See if you can beat me. I know you can. I know you can. Okay. Let's make these controlled. Not so much speed on these. Control the extension. So you're thinking about pulling your tummy button in the whole time. Breathe in, breathe out. I'll finish. Yeah. One more. Well done. How did that feel? Just lie quickly down onto your back and lift your hips. Let me turn this up. Oh, and there's the cat. There's Fruity Boy. Loves to be in the videos. Lift your hips, open, front body, and extend. Let's stay down here for a stretch, hey? It's just a quick stretch. And then, as I said, I'm going to go and do a deep stretch video that you can just switch to and add in if you'd rather have a deeper one, or put it on the end of anything. Lift your leg up straight, push the heel, soften the knee, just a little bit with a soft knee, not a bent leg, and then pull gently in. Keep your shoulder blades down, and really the work comes when you push the heel up and the bum down, so you're lengthening the back of the leg. If you feel like you need to cool down before you stretch on these videos, you can just pause me, change legs, just pause it, take a walk around your house, take a walk around your garden, and then come and restart with the stretch. I'm just trying to blast it all into the short class, but you pause at any time. Maybe you could pause to switch your weights, so you get a heavier weight option. Take a back stretch, open your arms out wide and take your knees across. Keep both shoulder blades flat to the floor, and if you want to, you can gently press on this leg or extend it out. So we did quite a bit of back work there as well. Remember, all these compound movements, they're working your core, they're really working your core. So the back's involved big time. Change sides. But get-ups particularly, and we had that long lunge where we're stabilizing into the core when we're holding that position. Rock, 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 come up. Whew. Sweaty, sweaty, sweaty. Open your knees, pick up, pull your shoulders back. Let's take a twist here. On the other side. And a quick shoulder stretch here or here. What's today's plan? In isolation, lockdown, change. You know me and the American accent, I love it. I love doing my American accent. Lockdown. The Americans out there, the Canadians are going, yeah, Natalie, whatever, whatever. We did a bit of triceps, up and over. Tricep press-ups we did in the burpee. Tricep extension over the head, we did lots. So you did work those triceps in our exercises today. Hands behind for the chest, open. So happy Wednesday. Enjoy. I'm now going to record a deep stretch. So if you want to stay on and get the next video, I'm going to do that. If not, au revoir, adios, see you soon.